In this case, we are going to be dealing with dictionaries in Python. For those that don't know what a dictionary is in Python, it is a data structure that consists of a key and a value. So in this case, we have a dictionary, which is our variable name, equals, and we have our brackets, curly brackets, and or curly braces, however you want to say they are. And then you have your key, which can be any type of value. It can actually be a number, so you can set this to 0, 1. You can set this to uh, really any integer or string value. You can do that, or any character. I am not 100% sure if you can do lists or whatnot, but I'm pretty sure you can do that too. I would have to fiddle with that. But in this case, we're using a string, and then we have a value. So you have your key and then your value. And each item, and this is one item in a dictionary. The Nintendo Switch is separated by the colon, which is the 350, which is your price. You have the dress, which is set at 100, and you are separated by a colon here, and so on and so on. That is what a dictionary is in Python, if you just wanted to know what it looked like. Now, how you do things with dictionaries is a whole different story. So let's go ahead and get into that. For now, I'm going to go ahead and close this sidebar. And the first thing we're going to do is actually print our shop prices. So we print the shop prices. Let's run this. And as you see, we get our list, which is not our list, but our dictionary. So in this case, we can get the shop prices. Now, if we do shop prices dot, we get a series of items that we can select from, which are our functions. So first things first, let's go ahead and just start with keys. So once you do keys, we get a collection of all the keys, which this should actually come out as a list. So if I run this, you get a dictionary keys, and you get the list of all the keys. So this is the Nintendo Switch, the dress, and the candy bar. And then same thing goes for values. If you wanted to grab the values, what you do is you do dot values, and you get a collection of all the values in a list. Now, let's say that I wanted to actually get one of these items. We'll take a look here, but it says return the value for the key if the key is in the dictionary. If else, default. So if I do a get, and then I type in dress, we should get 100 because we have our key, which is what gives us access to the value. So now we have 100, as you can see. Same thing goes for the Nintendo Switch. Okay, there we go. If I run it, we get 350, which is also in our dictionary. Now, that's one way of doing it. Another way that we can do it is just by selecting each of these items. For example, we can do the dress again, and doing kind of like a list, if y'all are familiar with a list, we can actually just use the key in these brackets at the very end of the variable name. So this is actually separated out. This is not really clean Python because of the spaces here, but this right here is our dictionary with the key, and that gives us our value, which is 100. Okay. So now that we have that down, if I wanted to pop one of the items, we can remove a specified key and get the current value, as you can see here. If we do dress, and then we print shop prices, what you'll see is that 100, which was the value of the dress, is printed out, but what isn't there anymore is the dress in the actual list. So that's one way that you can actually remove something from the dictionary is by popping it, and then popping the value. And then here you can actually update the item, or the dictionary. And what you can do is set, let's call this like apple. So we have the apple. And what you may have to do, I'm going to have to figure out if I need to do this or not, because I do forget this sometimes. But I think if you do this, we'll put the apple at $1. And then we run it. Okay, there we go. So if we do shop prices dot update, and then we have the key and then the value in this format. So we added another dictionary, which are the curly brackets. All we did was we added one key and one value, and then we added that to shopping prices by using dot update. You can also do this the other way, where instead, I'm not going to print this one out, but you can do shop prices, and then you can do a game, and that equals 50.0, as if games are even $50 nowadays. But we'll go ahead and do that, and as you can see, the game is now added to the shop prices. Pretty cool, huh? So now, let's see if there's anything else here that I can show. As you can see, all the things that you get from the values and the keys. You can also get all the items themselves. So this one's going to be a little bit different. So we may actually have to do a for loop for this. For I in shop prices dot items print I. And I actually think we need an I in K here, and then we need I in K. Let's do this. Do, 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 and do. Okay. And then I'll go ahead and explain what this is in a minute. So what I actually need is this. If I run this, I get a list of tuples, which is the key and the value. And that's what the item is. But if I do this, I should be able to get both of the items, but let's see. Yeah, there we go. Okay, so now we got the Nintendo Switch separated by a colon, which I added in the string, and then the value. All right, there we go. And that is dictionaries in under 10 minutes. Thank you so much for watching. Hope you enjoyed, and I hope that was super informative, and I hope that everything goes well on your programming journey.